Hello everybody, welcome back to some Forza Horizon 2. Today I'm here to do a quick tune on the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, I believe that is its full title. As you probably know, this is one of the fastest cars in the game, if not the fastest one. And I am going to be sharing with you my tune, which I have on the speed trap, because I made this entirely for the speed trap, on the Runway. I got 272.07, I believe. So yeah, this is my tune. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, always have tire pressure like that on most drag cars. You can always pause the video if you want to copy this down, if you want to be a cheat. But you know, I suppose it's not really cheating if I'm sharing it. But yeah, always have it from tire pressure on max on the front and very low on the rear. The gearing, I've shortened it down to so there's only 4 gears. The way you do this is you make sure that every gear is after 4th is equal to 4th, because then you may notice on big graph that if I were to put that down, then you start to see that appearing, wouldn't you? See that little bit, but I'm going to keep that at 0.96. In drag cars, you always want your final drive to be as low as possible, so I've managed to get it down to 0, which makes me quite happy. Why is that still appearing? Oh, alright, yeah. Alright, okay. Sometimes, I'm still quite new to tuning, so this is kind of, I was messing about with it for a while. So yeah, obviously pause the video if you want to have a look at these gears. But yeah, let's go on to the next bit. The alignment. I've just made sure these are all 0. Apart from this, you always want a high front angle for the front caster, because, I don't know, it just works. And a little bit on the anti-roll bars, you would like it to be not so stiff that it's just like really, not wallowy, it's definitely not wallowy, but bouncy. And you don't want it to be too low on the rear to make it all wobbly, and that is the same story for the springs and the damping. But for the springs ride height, you always want the front to be as high as possible. I don't know why, again, I don't know why this helps, and this to be as low as possible. But yeah, that's just what happens, I suppose. And the damping is there, so you obviously pause the video if you want to see that. The aero, what I did for this is I put on the spoiler and the front splitter for this, changed that so each one was speed, and then I took them off again, so I have still like the same aero as it would have been with the wing and stuff, but I've taken the wing off, and probably a little bit of a glitch. But yeah, braking, don't need to worry about that, obviously pause if you want. Now for the differential, I've made it for both of these, so there's a 100% acceleration and 50% on deceleration. That's not really important, but this bit is. This bit, if you were to, at the moment it's on 97% towards the rear, if I were to put it, you'd think it would make more sense to have it for more grip, but at least like 75%. It makes the 0-60 time better, but it makes it a little bit slower. So I'd recommend keeping it around the 96, 97, maybe even 98 mark. Otherwise you could be facing some serious slowness issues. But yeah, if I apply this setup, and let's give it a quick test. I have tested this before. Build up to about there. And there we go. I just want to point out I'm in manual. I will go through the assists that I have on, because they are the ones that I would recommend for things like this. But yeah, I'll go through them. As you can see, having less gears means I slow down less whilst changing gear. And there you go. Oh, I just got a new record, I think. Oh no, my record. That is my record. So yeah, if you're wanting to beat one of your friends, say I've got Kit here. His was 272.02, and I wasn't even hitting 272, and then I got this tune. Well, I made it somehow, and I seem to have beaten him, which I'm really surprised at. I honestly didn't think this tune would work. Yeah, that is my tune that I have on this. I'm not going to go through the upgrades. I think you know what the upgrades are. There's one thing I'd recommend. Take off the front tyres are really thin and the back tyres are really fat. And make sure that the, what are they called? Oh god. Yeah, the roll cage. Make sure you have the roll cage out. You do not want the roll cage because it just makes it heavier. Basically, lightness is probably the key to this build. If you look around, yeah, you'll see there's no roll cage. Now, I did figure out that was one thing that was definitely slowing me down. But yeah, that is my Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, and that is how I make things go quickly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was useful. If you would like to beat your friends, this is probably the way to do it. If there's probably better tunes out there, but I'd recommend using this one because this one is very reliable. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, until next time, I shall see you guys in the next video.